They need food, housing, clothing. They need counseling. They need understanding of what's happened to them. They need an identity. They need to know the truth about the Lord. They need to be woke up to who the devil is. That's right, white man. That's what the hell they need. And you add that to black people, Latinos, and they live you, brother, then you're going to be able to do something. For you. The whole reason I'm here saying these things to you, because these things are supposed to show you and give you hope. It's supposed to make you say to yourself, you know what, we got a kingdom coming. You know what, the Lord's judgment is coming. You know what, let's change our life.
Whoa. Shalom, Israel, man. This is Chop and Cut Podcast with Officer of 1,000, Aisha out of the Eastern Shore. Let's give him a hand.
Shalom.
Back again after a long vacation.
Back with us.
Hey, it was hardly a vacation, Salakia.
Next, we got Officer of 500, Yugadar out of Virginia, man. Let's give him a hand, man.
Yeah, what's going on?
And myself, Officer 500, Kerala Come out of Baltimore, man. Let's give him a hand. Top and cut, man. Starting y'all a little bit early too. You know what I mean? We close to 7 o'clock. We getting better. You know what I mean? To all our viewers that
we getting there.
We got a couple good stories for y'all. Yugadar, you want to tell them? Want to run down the stories for them?
Yeah, real quick. We also are live up on ISUPKVA, you know what I'm saying, on TikTok right now as well. You know what I'm saying? If y'all following us on TikTok, you know what I'm saying, you can't see everything we see in the YouTube world, so you can follow us at ISUPK Baltimore, right? If I'm saying that right, it's on the Baltimore channel on YouTube, right?
On YouTube. It's
on the Virginia channel too. Okay. All right. Most High Christ. So ISUPK Baltimore on YouTube and also on No Cowards Virginia. No Cowards Virginia on YouTube as well. If you got any questions, you got.
It's also on Eastern Shore channel too.
And also on ISUPK Eastern Shore on YouTube. So if y'all got any questions from TikTok, you know what I'm saying, by all means, go ahead and drop those up in there. The scroll go by kind of quick. So if we don't see it, we ain't ducking. You can join us on YouTube. We can see it, you know what I'm saying, and address it. This is Chop and Cut. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Trump. Trump pretty much making it be illegal to be homeless. We're gonna be talking about that. You know what I'm saying? How the devil being the devil. It's gonna be illegal for you to be homeless. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna break that down. We also gonna be talking about Sierra. You know what I'm saying? Sierra is an African now. You know what I'm saying? She done got African citizenship. We're gonna talk about that and how that's so foolish, but it is becoming something that's pretty common with our people. And then last but not least, you know what I'm saying, America trying to invade Mexico. They trying to invade Mexico, you know what I'm saying? Trump coming after the cartels, the United States American created cartels. They trying to go in, you know what I'm saying, CIA funded cartel. We're gonna touch on that a little bit as well, you know what I'm saying, and whatever else comes up. You feel me? So that's the lineup for tonight. We can start wherever y'all want to start at. Again, if you got any questions, comments, or concerns, you know what I'm saying, drop them up in there. I don't see nobody in the chat yet, but real quick, to all the brothers out there that's watching, all the Akim, y'all bashim a thumb, to all the Akim and to all the Akwati and all the sisters out there, y'all shema the thumb, bashim y'all shah, by all means jump in. I know we've been going for a little bit. We had the Midwest cookout, you know what I'm saying, we had a couple of things going on, but we back.
One more thing, so I want to say to everybody that's in the chat. If you are an officer in the ISUPK under General Yohana out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, you are welcome. In this podcast, Chop and Cut, we welcome all officers, you know what I'm saying, in the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, to come on the chat. You can pull up live, you know what I'm saying, pull your screen up, make any comment, you know what I'm saying. Anything you want to add to the podcast, you can add it to, or you ain't got to pull your screen up. You can just leave your vocals up. You know what I'm saying? And come in. You ain't got to stay in the chat. We offer that to officers only. That was it.
Most High Christ. You already put the link up for the officers if they want to jump in there. You can just gonna put it up if we get any requests.
I'm about to put it up right now.
All right, most high in Christ, most high in Christ. All right, best. We can start wherever y'all want to start at. You know what I'm saying? I think might be a good one to jump on the I guess we're going to order that we did. If y'all want to jump on the homeless joint first, we can jump on the homeless joint.
For sure.
That'll work. That'll work.
That's good.
We can jump on the homeless joint. I think you already got a clip for that, if I'm not mistaken.
Con, I got it. I just gotta figure out this share screen situation.
Nah, most high Christ. You know, they done switched up StreamYard. StreamYard be changing up, you know what I'm saying, like a nigga number. StreamYard change up like a nigga phone number, you know what I'm saying? Too much, you can't get in touch with them no more. You feel me?
It was doing just fine as far as I was concerned.
I know, right? No, look, they called me the other night. I was doing the Lasha One Quadash class, and they had just did some updates. Man, I had trouble all night after that. You know what I'm saying?
No sweat. Hey, Quora, did you have a minute marker for this video? I believe you said at 1 minute and 16 seconds something was going on. Is that what you want? That where you want me to start it? Quora.
You on mute, Quora.
Yeah, 1 minute and 16 seconds right here. It goes in to talk about, you know, all the drugs that they found and they seized from the cartel recently.
All right, no sweat. No sweat.
We're talking about sending military forces to fight against the drug cartels in Latin America. Do you think it's
that talked about Trump? If you start where you was just at when the guy that's gonna talk, that's gonna go into talking about how much drugs they seize, and then 16 seconds is Trump.
That's where you want to start, right? 116.
No, you ain't gotta start right here. You can start where you was at. Then we can go here. Yeah,
right here?
Yeah. Yep.
It's like 59 seconds.
Yeah, you can
start. Can y'all hear that? I didn't hear anything on that. Y'all can hear?
We could hear it. I heard a little bit of an echo. I definitely could hear it though.
Echo. Good night. Okay. Oh, you know what? Give me 2 seconds. I see what's going on. Give me 1.5 seconds. I know exactly what's going on. I know what that echo is. The echo is the laptop feeding into the little soundboard situation. I got to disconnect the Bluetooth. There we go. It shouldn't echo this time. Hold on. All right, we should be good to go. All right. Right about here, Quora? We'll just start it. We'll see.
Yeah. Can y'all hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it. Can y'all hear it?
No, we can hear it.
Yes?
Lie. I cannot hear it.
Oh, shit. So lock it. Hold on.
If y'all in the chat can hear it, can you drop a 1?
All right. I see what happened. Share screen. Do this again. We'll do it the old-fashioned way.
That'll work. Hey, guess what the main thing they're asking about on TikTok?
What's that?
The Maganda Wada. You know what I'm saying? As always.
Run. Hide your kids. What you want me to do? All right, so we should be good. See if y'all can hear it now. I'm gonna push play. I backed it up a little bit too, so it should be.
Move these weapons and drugs off of our streets and hold those criminals accountable who would go forward and continue to use that to harm individuals.
Cartels are now officially in the Pentagon's crosshairs, and it's not just the wall anymore. Trump ordered the kill shot. The days of local drug busts and random motels, they were fun, but that's Breaking Bad stuff. Trump wants to take the fight to El Chapo's front yard.
We're talking about sending military forces to fight against the drug cartels in Latin America. Do you think it's worth sending our forces, our U.S. forces there to take this on?
Cartels where?
Central Latin America?
Well, Latin America's got a lot of cartels. They've got a lot of drugs flowing. So, we want to protect our country. We have to protect our country. We haven't been doing it for 4 years. And we love this country like they love their countries. We have to protect our country. So, we're playing a tough game.
According to the New York Times, behind the scenes, Trump's moving all the pieces into place to pull this off. Mexico's got a big problemo.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but it has.
So where you wanted me to stop on that?
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. You let it run. That was cool. You could pause it right here because, if y'all brothers want to have any comments after this, when you start it back right here, they'll talk about the politicians and how they feel about, like war coming to their soil. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, no sweat. Like how the Mexican government feel about it.
Oh yeah, and Salaka, the Mexican government with their Jewish president. I just had to add that little caveat right there.
Yeah, I was curious. I'm like, okay, I'm sure.
She Esau, she Esau. But the crazy part about it, she is Amalek. You know what I'm saying? She's Amalek. Right. You feel me? And she's in charge of Mexico, in charge of our people, which is what you see all over the world. You know what I'm saying? But I'll let you go ahead and do your thing so we can go ahead and get through the clip and go ahead and get to what the other stuff we have on here.
Yeah, no doubt.
Nothing to do with Mexican territory. It has to do with their country. It does not involve our territory.
So it would be within the United States?
Within the United States, exactly.
El Presidente doesn't comprehende. This isn't a Mexican standoff. This is an order. The CIA is already flying surveillance drones over Mexican territory, gathering intel on the battle space. And Trump's not sending diplomats. He's sending Hegseth, maybe with a new title.
That was
Secretary of Defense, Secretary of War, Department of Defense.
That was it.
Who want to jump on it first? There's so much packed into this story right here when it's talking about. What you want to say out of one? We give it to you first. See what you want. What you want to put on?
I don't know. Trump news just never surprises me.
Never. They actually do something called a blitzkrieg. You know what I'm saying? This is a tactic that they do. They try to flood the news cycle. They flood the news cycle with a whole bunch of stuff. You feel me? So it's too much for you to kind of keep up with. He did it his first term. You know what I'm saying? So they do that on purpose. You feel me? But like when it comes to this whole thing, they've been talking about invading Mexico. If you haven't realized and you don't realize what's going on, America is into it with Canada. America is into it with Mexico. America is into it with Greenland. They into it with everybody that's around them because the whole earth is in preparation for World War III. Y'all, your pastor's not gonna tell you. The imam's not gonna tell you. Your president ain't gonna tell you. You feel me? That's what's getting ready to happen. And then the Lord is directing all of this. The Lord is making all of this happen. You know what I'm saying? But they've been wanting to invade Mexico. But the little dirty secret when it comes to them talking about they going in for the cartels, America is the reason for the cartels. You know what I'm saying? You can look up Oliver North. You can look up the CIA. If y'all have ever watched Snowfall, the TV show Snowfall, it talks about how they funded the Contras. You know what I'm saying? It talks about how America and the CIA funded the Contras. America, Esau, has the same plan that they always do. They'll go in, they'll start the trouble, they'll start the problem, they'll set unrest in the city, they're going to dump drugs in the community, they're going to cause crime, chaos, president overthrow, whatever. They call it regime changes or whatever, right? Once they do that, then they go and they put their cape on. Now I'm going to put my cape on and I'm going to come in and play like I'm the hero. This is what they've always done. You know what I'm saying? And I keep a couple of scriptures on lock for it, but I wanted to show, like, even when you go to look in Google, right? When you go look and you Google, like, does the CIA fund the cartels? Google gonna lie to you. Google lies and says everything is alleged. But I just wanted to share something. If we finish, do you have anything else on this one that you wanted to play? Can I share something real quick?
No. You good, sir?
All right, Most High Christ. I just wanted to show this little joint right here. When you go to Google again, Google's gonna lie and tell you what it wants you to hear. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna tell you that You feel me? It's all alleged. America is the good guys. It's the best country in the world. You believe that lie if you want to. It's 2025, and if you don't realize that you live that America is the bad guy, that you live underneath the only terrorists in the world, that we go across all over the world and cause trouble, all over the world and steal and pillage, which is what the oppressor, the colonizer, has always done. This is why he's called a vagabond in the Bible. Esau is called a vagabond and a thief in the Bible. Why? Because that's what he do. He steal everything. He don't have no culture on his own. He steals culture and he calls it his own. You know what I'm saying? So again, if you go look for it, it's gonna say it's all alleged. But right here, this page I got pulled up right here is from the national FBI archives. You know what I'm saying? And it's talking about when Oliver North and all of them had to testify, right? So I just wanted to read a little piece of it. This title right here says evidence that NSC staff supported using drug money to fund the Contras. Everybody knew that Nixon was your big drug dealer. Reagan what was your big dealer? Nixon, Reagan, Bush, all of them. It's not your Pablo Escobars and your Freeway Rick Rosses. It ain't none of the rappers that you hearing about. Them ain't the big ones. It ain't Jay-Z. No, it's your president. It has always been a United States president. This is what they do. And the sad part about it, they've dumbed down Americans so much. The American education, it's the news you get is scripted. The education, the curriculum you get in school is scripted. It's so scripted, and they've dumbed us down so much. They'll put this stuff right. They'll put a report like this right in front of your face, but they know ain't nobody gonna go and look for it except for the UPK. You feel me? And we crave. Don't nobody believe us. You know what I'm saying? They try to prove we got the Star Molak. Oh, you know what I'm saying? They don't believe us. You feel me? Nobody believes that we the real Jew. You feel me? They believe that the same oppressor that's causing all this chaos and turmoil all over the world, he's the real Jew. He's God's chosen people. Come on, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and just read this little part right here. It says in 1987, Senate Subcommittee on Narcotics, Terrorism, and International Operations, led by Senator John Kerry, launched an investigation into the allegations arising from reports from more than a decade ago. Maxine Waters, I got out there and testified in front of Congress and told them, look, we got evidence showing that the United States is funding these wars with the drugs that's coming back into the community. If you know anything about the 80s decimated our people. You know what I'm saying? The 80s decimated Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. We lost our fathers, our mothers, our communities, our businesses, our neighborhoods, the whole nine because of the crack epidemic, right? They was locking up pregnant mothers. You know what I'm saying? I saw videos, horrible videos where they locking up pregnant mothers, you know what I'm saying? Giving birth on the table with their goddamn handcuffed to the bed. This is what they did to us. You feel me? And it was a nightly thing on the news every night. You know what I'm saying? You can go through any black city right now you go through, it's decimated. You know why it's decimated? From the 80s. That's where it's decimated from. It was whole community. Compton, we grew up hearing about Compton, right? Aisha Allah, Kerala. Y'all done heard about Compton before. Do y'all know that Compton was a well-to-do suburb? It was one of the beautiful suburbs. You know what I'm saying? Until the crack epidemic. You feel me? So, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said imagine.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so again, you had this reporter, right, named Gary Webb. I think they kind of feature him a little bit in the whole Snowfall show, right? He came out and he spilled the beans on everything. Then Oliver North had to go testify. That was their main contact going back and forth. Y'all know what happened to Gary Webb? Guess what happened to Gary Webb? He said the mic messed up. Guess what happened to Gary Webb? Gary Webb got committed. He unalived himself, and the way he did it was by I'm trying to say this the right way for TikTok, by discharging his weapon twice now in his head, and that's how he unalived himself. Does that make sense to any of y'all? You feel me?
It sure is strange.
You Google Gary Webb right now, and they gonna say that's how he's gone. And y'all think that America's on the up and up? You think this whole invading the cartel in Mexico is on the up and up? Nah, your drug dealer is America. America is the trafficker. That's the trafficker. That's your human trafficker, your drug trafficker, you name it. That's America. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to play a little clip. I just wanted to show this for the ones that's watching so y'all can see. Again, they know it. They've always known it. That's what the narcotics come from, is America. It's no secret, you know what I'm saying? But we willfully play dumb and blind. You feel me? We the same way how you get your MAGA supporters that love they 34-time convicted felon, right? The same way how you got black folks that love Joe Biden, even though he jumped up there and said that you were super predators, right? That same way that we close our eyes when it's something we don't want to see. You feel me? It's nothing new. They know what America is doing. It's no secret. You feel me? I'll let y'all jump on in that, but after that, I wanted to play this little clip real quick. It's only like a minute out of one.
It's like, yeah, this the one that's the Nixon aid quote.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it. I'll share it from my end.
Okay, bet. Whenever y'all ready, unless y'all wanted to say something about, you know what I'm saying? I know I went on for a minute. You know, this topic here had me hot because, like, you can ask any black, Latino, Native American, Indian, drugs touch all of our lives. I don't care who you are, where you stay at, somebody in your family, it touched all of our lives at some point in time. You feel me? It was an epidemic. It devastated us. They didn't have no Narcan rolling around, hitting folks with Narcan, reviving them back to life. You feel me? They didn't do that for us. It wasn't called a disease for us. We were called criminals and super predators. And it invaded our culture, it invaded our music, everything. It touched every aspect of our lives. We got blamed for it, not the ones who was bringing it to the country. I yield right there.
Nah, what you're saying super heavy, because I mean, damn, I don't know a person that wasn't affected by this chemical substance that was weaponized and put into our communities with the purpose of destroying it. You know what I mean? Like, it was a very calculated act of war. You know, it was chemical warfare on the streets of America and the Black, Latino, and Native American communities, intended with the sole purpose of destroying us. And it was extremely effective. You understand? Like, if you weren't the one on the drugs, you were the one selling the drugs. If you weren't the one selling the drugs, you were the one who was a child of one that was either selling the drugs or using the drugs. Either way, it affected everybody, you know. And there was nothing positive that came. I'm trying to figure out what the hell is the positive. Like, you know, you try to see the silver lining or look on the bright side. Like, there was no bright side to this. You understand?
Facts.
Then the fact that, I mean, damn, like when did this information come out? Because it damn for sure ain't come out quickly. Because I know that thing was doing numbers, you know, on the community for at least a couple of decades before I even heard that there's goddamn proof that the government.
But Salakia out of one. I want to say maybe 5 to 10 years. It wasn't as long as we think it was. They didn't make that official. It wasn't official that it was American until about 2012, right? But that one I just read, that was like 87, 88. Prior to that, you feel me? You had Maxine, and prior to that, you had Maxine Waters and them testifying to Congress because her community was right there that it was hitting, I think, in Oakland. So she was right there testifying then. So right around the time the reports with Gary Webb and all that started to come out, they knew it then. It just got official now. You know what I'm saying? Or back, like I said, the early 2000s when it got official. You feel me? Where they weren't even trying to hide it no more.
Hey, look, and Salakia, the last thing is, and this is how you know that the oppressor, the devil that the Bible speak of, he tells so many lies, like you just can't believe nothing. You know, you can't believe damn near anything you hear. So even when you do hear, hey, you know that crack that destroyed your family? Yeah, the government put that there to destroy your family.
Facts.
You know how many people that don't believe this?
They look at you crazy.
How many people can't wrap their head around that this is a real life, a real thing?
Facts. We get blamed for it to this day. Out of one, you probably remember Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood, one of Q's favorite famous line: "We don't own the planes, we don't own no trains." You know what I'm saying? How's it getting over there? It's always been known, but like you say, it's so many lies that's out there, and this newer generation, Lord be with y'all. This newer generation believe every lie that the oppressor throws out there. Every lie they throw out there. Yabashima Salakia. We got Officer Madaba joining.
Yeah, he's in there. He's in there. Shalom.
Yeah, about you, one.
Hey, how about you, what's going on with y'all? Hakim?
Tawab about one.
Everything Tawab.
Another day.
Salakia, could I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Man, Trump acting like he's so heavy on drugs, like we already know it's not about drugs. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't no investigation put on Elon Musk with the ketamine inside the White House.
That's heavy. You even said that. Facts.
That should have been one of the biggest things if he's so hard on drugs. You know what I'm saying? We hear this repetitive thing over and over about how we're about to get tough on drugs. But when they get tough, they actually get brutal and tough on blacks and Hispanic people.
Facts. Look, they go right. Salaki, my bad. You hit it right now.
That was it. That's all I wanted to say, you know.
Nah, that's facts right there. That's facts. If you want to, unless y'all want, go ahead, Officer Mata about Salaki.
Salaki was gonna say they not investigating who that was. Joe, what the last president was? His son talking about Joe
Biden. I think that was Hunter, wasn't it? Hunter Biden.
Yeah, he talking about the good to smoke crack. They ain't got him under surveillance.
Facts.
They ain't trying to find where he getting this crack from.
Right, he was smoking crack.
Hey, Salaki, if you ever watched the video, look, he was recorded on the laptop. They got videos with him with the 304, the professional 304s, the bags. He doing lines the whole nine, hitting the pipe the whole nine. They found the bag when he left up out of there. They found the bag up in there. You feel me? Right. But it's something that Officer Karat said that was real heavy. You feel me? He said it ain't got nothing to do with no war on no drugs. It's a war on us. So if you want to run that clip real quick, unless somebody else wanted to say something, I think that'd be a perfect segue into that clip.
All right.
We have launched an all-out offensive against crime, against narcotics, against permissiveness in our country.
The rhetoric of get tough and law and order was part and parcel of the backlash of the civil rights movement.
Nixon administration official has admitted that the war on drugs is all about throwing black people in jail. He said, quote, the Nixon campaign in 1968 and the Nixon White House after that had two enemies, the anti-war left and black people. You understand what I'm saying? We knew we couldn't make it illegal to be either against the war or black. But by getting the public to associate the hippies with marijuana and blacks with heroin, and then criminalizing both heavily, we could disrupt those communities. We could arrest their leaders, raid their homes, break up their meetings, and vilify them night after night on the evening news. Did we know we were lying about the drugs? Of course we did.
You can stop it right there, one. I mean, like that's exactly what Officer Karat was just saying. Again, it's framed like it's a war on that. It's framed like they're the heroes. It's framed like they're doing the right thing. This is like how they spread their democracy all over. They're doing the right thing. They're the good guys. That's a lie, and it's always been a lie. One of the Shell on TikTok made a comment that they've been committing crime since 1492. She's absolutely correct. You know what I'm saying? This is who they are. This is who this nation of people is, who they've always been. They knew exactly what they was doing. They didn't care how it was going to decimate our communities. They didn't care how it was going to decimate our family. I mean, you taking fathers and mothers and uncles and you decimated us for years. And then these same fools that jump on their doggone podcast, you know what I'm saying? Like the Nick Fuentes and your Candace Owens, they'll jump on their podcast and they'll go, well, it's our fault. We need to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps when there's no accountability for what you did. No accountability. No Reagan went to jail. No Nixon went to jail. None of them went to jail. No Bush went to jail. You feel me? But it was a whole bunch of Johnsons and Jacksons. It was a whole bunch of us that went there. You feel me? They didn't give us no Narcan. Well, nobody got no treatment. Nobody got no treatment. And they saw what it was doing. You know what I'm saying? That was on purpose. They studied that in a lab before they dropped us on it. That's biological. That's chemical warfare they did on us. It's psychological warfare, chemical warfare you did on blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And in 2025, you would sit here and act like that, like God is with America. You crazy. I yield right there. But that what you had said, Officer Karat, was perfect with what the cat John Ehrlichman. If for anybody that's out there that want to pull it up on your own, that was John Ehrlichman, one of Nixon's aides, admitting admitting that the whole war on drugs was just a war on blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. That's all it was. All it ever been.
It's a lot.
He said, "Of course." He said,
"Of course we knew."
Yeah,
of course we knew.
Are you stupid? Salaki, go ahead, Koran. Salaki.
No, I wanted to say, like with him moving out on our Hispanic and Latino brothers, right, and trying to kick them out of the country, it's like he's putting so much money into it. He putting so much manpower into it, and like, you know, in his mind, because you know Trump is a racist, right, as he should be, whatever, that's his preference, cool, but he's thinking like, you know, people should the people in America should be expressing the same amount of hate and the same amount of energy, you know what I'm saying, that I'm putting into it, all of the money, all of the manpower. But when you look at it, you got a lot of his supporters that's really not with it. You got some supporters that's not with it, some white people that's not with it. And I think, you know, I don't think, it just seems like, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, he's not getting enough behind him with it, that he wants more people in America behind him with it, that I have to further portray them as the criminal. You know what I'm saying? Portray them as the people who are putting the fentanyl and the heroin and the crack into the city. That this is the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like that this is the problem with America, drugs, and it's the cartel. And this is why you all need to back me even more. Like come behind me, be with me with this move on ICE, on these Mexicans, you know what I'm saying, on these, you know, all these people that are here, you know what I'm saying, that he feels don't belong here. So that's what I see. He needs some more power to the fuel. He needs some more fuel to power this vehicle. I yield.
Right, and Salaki, if I may too, like he was saying, a lot of people that's not with it, but at the same time they with it because they know what he want. They know what he wanted to do during his first term. They knew he was trying to build a goddamn wall to keep our people out and separate us.
Facts.
So they trying to play both sides of the fence. That's what they trying to do. But y'all know, they knew what Trump wanted. They knew what Trump wanted to do when he was running for to be president the first time. When he was in there telling you what he wanted to do, and y'all voted for him. Then he came back and told you what he was going to do again, and you still voted for him. Because you got our people got a hatred towards our own people.
Yep.
Our people hate themselves and they hate each other so much. Like you want to vote for a goddamn oppressor to rule over you and make all these laws, which he said he was going to do. And when he did it, now all of a sudden, now you're feeling bad. You should have felt bad and never voted. That's what you should have did.
Facts.
You got it.
Facts. So, lucky, if I may, like Trump is the again, he's not everything he's doing is so just on par with who he is and everything he stood for, which again is why he was elected. I heard General Mahimman break down about how white people voted for Donald Trump because of the hatred and the hell that he would put other nations through. You know what I mean? Specifically blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Like he was in large part like voted because he promised to be cruel, you understand, and unkind to our Latino brothers and sisters, right?
Facts.
And that what they call it
Schadenfreude.
You understand that condition where you get pleasure out of seeing someone else suffer. And that's the thing. Donald Trump ain't nothing but a damn hustler. He's a hustler, a scammer. He's just like your pastor. You understand? Your pastor knows what you want to hear. That's why he'll go up there and tell you any goddamn thing that you want to hear. You understand? Donald Trump can't truly improve the lives of the people that voted for him. He can't make white people's lives better in America. So what he does is he gives them perception of, well, at least my life ain't as bad as theirs. And that just gives them this sense of peace and serenity and superiority and pride. And that's all this is about. This is about the nation not desired. You understand? The nation of oppressors get this satisfaction out of exacting hatred towards what the world would consider the undesired. But little do they know that their undesired are the Lord's chosen people, man. And you better watch what you do to the Lord's chosen people. There will be judgment for this. Like you said earlier, no one went to jail behind this CIA stuff, this Nixon nonsense. There was no justice for this biological warfare, man. There was no justice. No one. There wasn't even a damn. Was there an apology?
Lie.
Never
is.
Can you get an apology? Let me guess. After you get done exterminating, you understand, and trying to genocide the so-called Latino, brothers and sisters behind some war on some cartel, then maybe you'll issue an apology. Then you'll be done. Then you will have satisfied your bloodlust that you have against the children of Israel. But I'm afraid, listen, man, this time's almost up. You understand? This beast is on the other hand, while he's stepping on the Lord's chosen people all across the globe, he's also devouring himself. You understand? And bringing the whole damn planet on the brink of nuclear warfare, which will be small fries compared to this little petty nonsense that they've done to us. And when Christ returns, it's going to be even more, measured, that judgment and that justice. Salaki, you got it.
I know you to wild Salaki. I don't want, if I may, I just wanted to shout out, everybody, the ones we've had join into the trap, into the chat. Yaba Shimmy Shabakata, Triple Lawayathan. Got another boot kiss. It's true. We got more boot kisses than half the brothers in the school. You know what I'm saying? He got a boot kiss out there in Richmond. You know what I'm saying? Kerala come as well. You feel me? Shout out Matham, Shakawaya. I don't know if that's a brother or sister.
Shakaya. Yeah, that's Matham. Shakaya.
Okay, Mosan Christ. You know what I'm saying? Shout out you. Also Tharapa'a. You know what I'm saying? Yawashima, and she also said that y'all know that Trump is cutting Medicare, Social Security, and food stamp. Exactly. I think he cutting that by like 230-something billion. It's gonna be a total like 800 billion altogether out of Medicaid and Medicare once that go through. You know what I'm saying? So he's definitely doing that. And then just to kind of add to what y'all said, it's a quote, right? It's credited to Lyndon B. Johnson, but really they say the cat that was interviewing Bill Moyers is the one who actually said it. But it says that, but it's still a true quote, you know what I'm saying, around this time. And it was saying, if you can convince the lowest white man that he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice you picking his pocket. Hell, give him somebody to look down on and he'll empty his pockets for you. This is what they've always done. You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, it's not about improving the lives of, you know what I'm saying, of white people. Now he is for the billionaires. The billionaires getting more money. The 83 billionaires in America. That's why they cutting all that money out of Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid. It's for the 83 billionaires, but it's not for the poor devils. You know what I'm saying? It's for the rich devils. You know what I'm saying? But as long as they can step on us, that's who they are. That's who they've always been. You know what I'm saying? Ezekiel 35:5 says they have a perpetual hatred toward the children of Israel. And that's something, if you Black, Latino, or Native American Indian, you got to understand that. This ain't got nothing to do with none of the other nations. I brought it out when I was at camp. You know what I'm saying? It's a number I always love to drop because it makes people stop and think. America was at the longest war on record is with Afghanistan. They fought Afghanistan for over 20 years. Over 20 years, they fought Afghanistan. That war cost $330 million every day for 20 years. $330 million every day for 20 years. And they still allowed them same Afghans to come back over here in America, get Social Security, health care, put them up in housing, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? Left Afghanistan and left billions of dollars worth of weapons on the ground. Just tucked tail and ran. You for the ones that are so proud of strong America, tucked tail and ran after 20 years of getting their behind beat. You know what I'm saying? $330 million a day. So it's not based on just the money. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it would be economically feasible, or it would make more sense financial or fiscally to keep us over here. The illegals they trying to kick out the country, they pay taxes. I did a joint in one of my classes to show they pay more taxes than Amazon, GE, all your big companies. You know what I'm saying? The same ones you trying to kick out, and they don't benefit from none of that because they undocumented. You know what I'm saying? So it makes more money. It makes more sense financially to keep them in here. We the ones that keep the food and everything low. We the ones that work all the jobs that don't nobody else want to work. But they can't stand us. They can't stand blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And you have got to get that through your head. Don't think that it's about money. Don't think that it's about money, about power, control, influence. It's about a perpetual hatred that they have for blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And until we, like Officer Ashala was saying, Zephaniah 2:1, that nation is undesired until we pull our head out of our behind and set down these differences given to us by the same people. The same people that tell us that enslaved the Latinos, enslaved the Native American Indians, enslaved the black people. The same ones told us that we weren't brothers. They told us we weren't brothers and sisters. You know, when you can do the research and go back, and they call all of us Negroes. So when did it change? We only been African American since goddamn the 80s. You know what I'm saying? So we have got to wake up and realize that this is a war on us. Just like the devil Ehrlichman said, this is a war on us. You feel me? And we got to wake up. And like Officer Ashala said, time is getting short. You can sit around and play around with it if you want to. If you don't notice, the Lord is wrapping this thing up. He's wrapping this thing up. If you fortunate enough to hear any of the brothers from the ISUPK right now, that wasn't by no accident. You know what I'm saying? That's why the devils be on TikTok and on there trying to dissuade you, you know what I'm saying, from hearing what the Lord got to say. The Lord is wrapping this thing up. You feel me? I don't know if y'all, Officer Matabasi, you came up on mute. What you got out of one?
Yeah, damn right. And what you said is heavy because the why the commanding general behind the ISUPK.
Damn right.
Having real men, you know what I'm saying, that's going out here speaking this truth. Like we went to camp yesterday. If you go on Google, you can look it up. Yesterday in New Orleans was so-called Red Dress Day for a charity.
Oh, I did see that garbage. Most times,
you know how many black men was out there in dresses.
Despicable. I'm gonna see if I can.
You know how emasculated you got to be to come out. You got men out there with their woman with a dress on. And like I said, as soon as y'all get into an argument, what that woman gonna do? You can't tell me nothing, nigga. You had a dress on.
You had a dress on like I did.
Right, man. We saw at least 1,000, a couple thousand of our people walking around in dresses, man. And they men, big buff, 6'2", 5 foot, whatever, all sizes, out there in goddamn dresses, man. And that's the problem with our people, man. Y'all do whatever the oppressor tell you to do. Fact. Dress like this, be like that. You could do this, you could do that. And when we telling you the truth in the Bible, oh, that's what they love to say. Oh, that's a white man book. But you listen to what the white man tell your ass to do every day.
Yep, facts.
You ain't listen to the brothers out here speaking the truth, telling you the truth. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look how horrible that is, man.
Yep. Crazy, despicable, abomination, straight abomination. Straight abomination.
I said yesterday, I said, so if all y'all go to jail right now, then what you gonna do? Y'all go to jail dressed just like that. What you gonna do?
Hey, they better tell them they on the other side. They need to in the wrong prison. That's what they better.
They do this run all the time.
They do this every year. It's annual.
What's the cause again? Like, what's the cause?
They say it's a charity, but ain't nobody was out there collecting no goddamn money.
Like charity for what though? Like what kind? Like
they don't even go into details. Niggas just out there wearing dresses.
No matter. Can we wear our dresses or not? That's why I don't give a damn who they give the damn charities.
This every year. This is something every year.
Salaki out of one. It says that it's organized by the New Orleans Hash House here, a drinking club. And it's for all the different local charities. So like, it's not even a specific reason why they out there doing this, man. That's crazy.
So mine say that it's raising awareness and funds for women's heart health.
That may be one of the charities. That might be one of them. But what I'm looking at right here,
as far as being a man, that means you got to go. If you want to donate. That don't mean you got to put on a goddamn dress.
It don't help nothing. They still gonna have heart problems while you being effeminate. Well, not even effeminate. While you being, you know what I'm saying, the LGBT walk out there.
And these Negroes was happy to have the goddamn dress on.
Happy.
Look, ain't no pastor out there telling you that it's wrong.
Hey, so like, if you can share my screen real quick while Officer Matabasi talking out of
Nah, so like I was saying, like, ain't no pastor was out here telling you not to wear this dress, because your pastor out there probably with the dress too.
Salak, sir. It got more at the bottom too. It says, or fundraising events where attendees wear red dresses to raise awareness and money for various charities, often those supporting LGBTQ individuals or those affected by HIV.
And look, and I was gonna say, if you look, Officer Madaba, I know you know that they hold it right in the French Quarter. Officer Madaba know what go on in the damn French Quarter. That's why they holding it down there in the French Quarter. If you don't know about New Orleans, the French Quarter, that's the LGBT arena. That's the area right there.
They got a whole section on Bourbon Street just for the LGBTQ.
Facts.
I mean, when you get to a certain point, walking up the street and you see them rainbow flags every day, you know not to go that way.
Hey, that's crazy. You say that out of one. I went there one year. Me and my red went there. This was some years back before I was in the truth, right? And we was told when we got there, it's in the French Quarter down there. And we was told, hey, certain area that, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to go to. And it's like we walking and like it's like the vibe just changed. You know what I'm saying? You instantly know, hey, I'm in the wrong spot. You feel me? We saw a dude come out and they got a skirt on the whole nine, and we knew to turn around then, but this is where they actually holding this at. So like you said, no matter where you fall at, what charity why you got to hold it there if it's really for charity? Why they got to put on a dress? Why they can't everybody just come out and wear red? You just get a red suit. Y'all have the white party. Why we can't just have a red party? Why I got to put a damn dress on in order for me to come out here to raise for this charity? Come on, man.
Like I said, what's crazy is some of these Negroes walking with their woman. She got on the dress, you got on the dress. Like I say, once y'all go to argue and get into the argument, she gonna say, you can't tell me nothing. You had on the dress. You a bitch nigga. You can't tell me nothing. It's gonna come up in your conversation or your argument.
Salak, if I may, like this, if you, people, Israel got to pay attention, because this show how much that this lifestyle is being normalized. You know what I'm saying? And black men, for you to be in the house. Like I'm 36. I've never ever in my life been where I heard anything where you can be in a house with your woman and it is cool. Like you trying on the dresses with her. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy work. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy work.
Y'all sitting there in the mirror looking who gonna be the most sexiest.
Yeah, y'all both looking at each other. You look good. You look good too.
He probably gonna get mad at her. Your dress look better than mine. Like, come on, man. Y'all
he had to go shopping for that dress because he had to find a size. She had to help him. He had to put it on. Listen, crazy work. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy work, man. And then it's so many. Like
your woman look at you so damn soft. She probably told you, I got an extra dress here. Get this one.
and you know she talking about it with her homegirls. Because they'll front in front of you like, yeah, do that. You know what I'm saying? And then laugh about it later. Like, I can't believe you really did this. It's always in the back of their mind. They really talk to their homegirls. You know what I'm saying? It's something. Listen, if she got a homegirl who husband is masculine, like what is he doing? They're in the house talking about you. You know what I'm saying? They talking about you. She on the phone with her homegirl laughing about you.
These niggas had on different varieties of dresses. These niggas had on fishnet dresses, the little string thing go around the woman's leg and all kind of shit. Like, come on.
Trying to outdo each other. They trying to outdo each other. You know what I'm saying?
Outdo each other. Like that's the problem, man. Y'all don't know how to be masculine, and you wonder why you get laughed at and ridiculed every goddamn day.
Facts.
You wonder why we not us, but they can't protect the community or stand up as a man because you got on a goddamn dress. You wonder why you ain't getting no respect.
Yep.
Salaki, if I may, this whole movement, you know, this whole woke conscious, follow your heart, just be your authentic self. You understand? This push for alternatives to just be a man and be a woman. This is yet another attack on the community.
Facts.
staged and carried out and mastermind and implemented and propagandized by the same government that put the damn crack in the communities. You understand? Like it's the same government doing the same kind of covert backdoor. How can we destroy them?
Yeah,
what can we push on to them that will leave them defenseless, that will make them weaker, that will stir up confusion, that'll stir up strife, that'll make them fight against each other, that'll just cause chaos? But that's why the Bible says wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability at our times, man. Like we got to get back to the law, statutes, and commandments. The only solution for Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans is the instruction of the Most High. The instruction of the Most High would have prevented what happened in the 80s. You understand? As far as the COINTELPRO and all of the goddamn cartel, the so-called cartels, and funding the drugs coming into our communities. If we were to follow the God of the Bible and obey what He said, that would have been a failed attempt at hurting the Lord's chosen people.
Damn right.
Same thing with all these new movements, the feminist movement, this pride movement. You understand? The LGBTQ plus lifestyles. Hey, if we would obey the God of the Bible, the government would be looking stupid trying to push this on us. It'd just be another windmilled failed attempt to destroy us, man. So we got to get back to the leadership that's going to direct us to real solutions.
Facts.
The very mayors and the very senators and the governors that we elect and put into office are the very ones that are complicit and confederate with trying to make these things that are going to hurt us, trying to promote them and push them. They're the ones that are doing it. You understand that we got to wake up, man, and see, smell the damn roses, man. This is bad.
So like, and our people so goddamn dumbfounded. What if your oppressor came out and say today's slave day? Is you niggas gonna go to the cotton fields and put on slave clothing?
Come on.
I think someone
would. Oh, today's slave day.
Yep, I think someone would.
Salakia, they're gonna hire a couple celebrities to say, yes, all right. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna get some big name preachers to come out and say, oh yeah, this is all right. It's just fun. It's just for the kids. You understand?
No, facts though. Facts. And look, Salakia, you know what I'm saying? If I may, I'm down in Virginia. In Virginia, they got Colonial Williamsburg. They got Colonial Williamsburg where they take the kids, you know what I'm saying, every year to school for field trips and all that. And it's a big themed event. And you know what Colonial Williamsburg is? It's all about the colonization of America. And you got niggas dressed up like slaves in the little restaurants where they serve food at. You know what I'm saying? And so I 100%, I know that they would go out and do it. I know, absolutely. We celebrate 4th of July every year. You know what I'm saying? I absolutely know we'd go out there and do it. Thanksgiving. Yep. Facts.
And what's so crazy too is Negroes, when we out here speaking this truth, the first thing Negroes walk by and say, you can't judge us, you don't judge me. Yep. Nigga, you was in the goddamn mirror standing next to your wife judging each other about who dressed better. You go to court and get judged by the goddamn. You don't tell a judge, don't judge me. But when we tell you about what you're doing wrong, the knives don't judge. You can't judge me. Go to jail. The judge gonna judge your ass. When you put that dress on standing next to your woman, y'all were judging each other. Well, mine look like this, mine look like that.
Yep. That's
how ignorant Negroes be. They'll do anything no oppressor say, but hate what God say.
That's right.
Facts.
You got it.
Hey, Salak, if you can put that scripture, I had two of them that was talking about what y'all was talking about. If you can put that Psalm 19:7 up. First off, we got Officer Bakar in the building as well. Yabashim Shabakatah checking in out of Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Also, Thara Pasa, she told her out of one, you know what I'm saying? She be seeing men down there in the city wearing dresses. You know what I'm saying? It's rampant now. It's all over the place now. It's rampant now. You see it everywhere. And it's because of what Outer One is talking about. Again, and same thing, Officer Aisha Allah, we spoke on. That Deuteronomy 4:6 talk about, you know what I'm saying, this Bible being our wisdom. Our wisdom and our stability, and how the rest of the nations would look at us if we would just follow it. You know what I'm saying? Also, shout out Trooper Ayat, checking in from Baltimore as well. But Psalm 19:7 kind of sums it up. It says, the law of the Lord is perfect, This law is perfect. Like you were saying, this would have solved all of our problems if we just follow it. But we refuse to follow the law of this Bible. And for one, because the church don't teach you that. The church don't teach you what's inside of this Bible. The church teach you, do as thou wilt. The church teach you a line straight out the satanic Bible. Alice Crouster, whatever, do as thou wilt. Do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? As long as you put this money in this basket, that's the only law that the church follows. The law of tithe, making them pockets fat, put money in that basket. That's the only law that the church follow. They don't follow the law of this Bible. And the Bible is telling you right here that it's perfect. It says converting the soul. Our souls are corrupted because we follow the devil. We follow this oppressor. We do what they say do. They the ones done told you putting on a dress is a good way to raise money for a charity. How you raise the money for HIV and STD when you promoting the behavior that causes it? You promoting the doggone behavior that causes it. You know what I'm saying? It says the testimony of the Most High is sure. This done been tried and proven throughout time. When you look at blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, throughout time it's done been tried and proven. Every time we went against the Lord, we had to come right back. Every time we had to come back with our hat in our hand. Yeah, Lord, we done messed up. Yeah, Lord, we done messed up. And he would get us out of it. He would free us. We would mess up and go right back into captivity all over again. The thing about this time right here, Moses told us about this time. Deuteronomy 28:6 told us what was going to happen. From 16 on down, it's the curses of what was going to happen if we didn't listen to the Lord. If we kept on disobeying the Lord. And we in this time now, we're talking about in Jeremiah and Isaiah, we was going to lose our heritage and our culture. And we've lost our heritage. And we've lost our culture. And we don't have this law no more. And all them fools in that church, they not teaching you the law of the Lord. They're not teaching you the law inside this Bible, the law, statutes, and commandments. They ain't teach you none of that. They teach you to do whatever you feel, whatever feel good, whatever you think to do, even though the Bible tells you not to lean to your own understanding. You know what I'm saying? It says making wise the simple. You know what I'm saying? We done got so smart and so wise. I guarantee you that it was doctors out there, Officer Matabai. I guarantee it was lawyers and doctors and engineers. I mean, black folks that had some bread. I don't know too many niggas that got extra money for no dress in their regular work and in their regular slave clothes. You know what I'm saying? So they had bread, excess money. You know what I'm saying? And they out there and they the wise, but the Bible says he makes the simple wise. It's not hard to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says in John 5:5-3 that it's not grievous. It ain't grievous to follow these laws. It ain't hard to follow these laws. A man should want to be a man. A woman should want to be a doggone woman. You know what I'm saying? You look at our communities and how it's done destroyed us. You feel me? You like Officer Shaw was saying. You look at what the drug epidemic did to us. Look what homosexuality done did to our doggone neighborhood. Look where we at. And it's all because we reject this law. We reject the law of the Lord when the Bible is telling you right here that it's perfect. You know what I'm saying? And it says when you go further, it says able to convert. On the top it says able to convert your soul. You feel me? We are not converted to being just like these wicked bastards is over top of us. That's why the Bible says you are of your father, the devil. We follow. That's who we follow. That's who we believe in. You believe in America, you follow the devil then. That's what American culture is built off of. That's what American culture is. You know what I'm saying? I got one more, but I ain't know if anybody want to jump on this one. You know what I'm saying? This is a heavy scripture right here. So I ain't know if anybody want to jump on this one. But then I have one more, and it's just talking about these damn devils. I yield. No, fuck, I ain't mean to stop it.
No, I was just gonna say I thought the Christian church taught me that the law is done away with, not perfect.
Nah, I know they ain't teach you that out of one.
They said the law is done away with. You ain't gotta do all that stuff. Someone did it once on their own, and now you ain't even gotta try.
But what about Christmas out of one?
Oh yeah, do that. Do that. Do you want it? Well, here's the question: do you want to do Christmas?
Yeah,
help yourself. Knock yourself out.
I thought Christ came for a New Testament. You know what I'm saying? Christ came with something new.
Look, I heard one of Captain Tazariak's car chronicles. I believe it was a car chronicle, but he was talking to some nut that tried to tell him that he's a Christian, right? And he believed in the Bible. And Captain Cesario was like, do you celebrate Christmas? He said, well, yeah, but not like they do. And he was like,
not like they do.
Wait a minute, what are you talking about? He was like, we celebrated on January 9th or something. It's like, what? He said, where in the Bible does it say we're supposed to celebrate Jesus' birthday? As a matter of fact, what does it say we're supposed to celebrate anybody's birthday? It's like, man, that's not our culture. You don't know what you're talking about. And that's the product of the Christian church, man. You understand?
But that's the problem, though, man. That's the problem right there. That Christian church has not taught us to go against the Lord. And, that's why the Bible tells you that, to know the Lord is to follow these laws. If you're not following these laws, statutes, and commandments, you don't know the Lord, and the Lord don't know you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that simple. You feel me? It's just, you wouldn't allow your children to come in your house and do whatever they want and still look you in your face and say, yeah, but I love you, Dad. You a fool if you do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Love is obedience. Love hurt. Love is doing some things you might not want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Sacrifice.
You can't be swallowing no ride and come tell me I love you.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
You can't be munching on carpet and come tell me, no, I love you. I love you, Dad. No, not
Hey, that's crazy. You even said it. Y'all remember when little Boosie daughter had, you know what I'm saying? He at first, you know what I'm saying, he came out and said the right thing, like, nah, I don't support it, whatever. The public started to get on him and he switched his whole tone up. You feel me? But that's the problem, though. We so scared to tell our children the truth. We're so scared to tell them the truth, and we tell them what America done taught us to tell them. And that's why they're so destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't tell. The Bible says the truth shall make you free. You know why we still underneath these people and we can't get it? We can't get away from them because we refuse to be honest with ourselves. And we refuse to listen to this truth. You know what I'm saying? I have one more and then we can go ahead and move. I know we got 2 more topics. You know what I'm saying?
I had a scripture after you, sir. I wanted to say at the end, after you finish, sir.
All right, bet. Well, this is going to be real quick. I just wanted to show again, we were talking about the cartel, you know what I'm saying? Then Officer Madabar brought up, you know what I'm saying, the red dress run. And it all goes back to Esau. All roads lead back to Esau. And that's something, again, if you Black, Latino, or Native American Indian, you need to process that. You feel me? You might have white friends and might be laying down next to Becky right now. You need to process that all roads lead back to Esau. And Esau, again, is the oppressor. That is the colonizer. That is Edom. We all come from a family. The Bible has 18 families, 18 nations of families that's inside of the Bible. Everybody come from one of those families. I don't care what they tell you at DNA, 23andMe, and all that other garbage they try to tell you. Everybody comes from one of those families. Ain't no such thing as mixed. You are your father. You are your father. 2 Maccabees and 7:31. This is one of my favorite, and I know y'all know this is one of my favorite stories in the Bible. I love it when I teach this in class, right? This is the story of that sister with them 7 sons. You know what I'm saying? That's them 7 sons, and that sister stood strong. Because like you said, the oppressor always trying to add things to our culture that's going to destroy us overall. That's why a lot of your food got pork and stuff in it. You know what I'm saying? We can't eat certain things without checking the back of it, checking that label to make sure it's lawful for us, because that oppressor, he sticks stuff in our food to make sure we unlawful. He puts stuff in the cartoons and in the school curriculum to make sure that we're unlawful. So by the time we get to a certain age to make a decision, we choose him and we don't choose the Most High. You know what I'm saying? But this sister stood strong with those 7 sons. And as they went down the line trying to test them, wanting them to eat pork, wanting them to go against their God, their heritage, their culture, this sister was like, we ain't doing that. And we got to get back to that as a people. We have lost that as a people. We done turned cowards underneath this oppressor. We don't stand for nothing no more. Don't nobody stand for nothing except for the ISUPK. That's gonna be your last vestige, your last stronghold when it comes to your last stronghold when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, I'm manhood. You know what I'm saying? Masculinity, what femininity is supposed to be. It's just the last stronghold right here. You feel me? And shout out Captain Zarya. I think he had scrolled by. So it popped. That's why I say stronghold. Most High Christ. But 2 Maccabees chapter 7, verse 31. And it says, and thou, when it says and thou, it's talking about this oppressor that has been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews. Everything that goes wrong with us, it leads back to him. Every last single thing that we suffer with as a people leads right back to Esau, leads right back to him. So it's easy for us to look in the mirror. It's easy to look at the symptom, right? You might be having sniffles or something. It's easy to look at the symptom, you know what I'm saying, and treat the symptom. But if you don't treat the root cause of any problem, it's just going to reoccur and come back again. You know what I'm saying? And this is why we struggle with so many things, because we refuse to acknowledge that the problem is the oppressor. The problem is the devil. It's the colonizer. It's the white man. That's the problem. We refuse to say it. We done got to a point where you can't just blame everything on him. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. If it's too damn hot outside, it's his fault. If it's too cold, it's their damn fault. It's their fault. Ain't none of us asked to be. Well, I won't say none of us. If you're black, you know what I'm saying, you ain't asked to be. You're brought up on a slave ship. And if you Latino or Native American Indian, you didn't ask for it to be in the conditions that you want now. They came and conquered this place. They the ones that gave us the laws we got. They made this place. As much as they try to blame us for it, this is them. This is a product of them. That's the reason why we got drugs in our neighborhood. When we went over this junk with the Contras, and we went over all the drugs coming into the neighborhood, they did that. The oppressor is a bad parent. They're a bad parent. They're a bad steward. They're not supposed to be in charge of the earth. It says, and shall not escape the hands of the Most High. They didn't escape for a long time, and I can understand they can have people down, and we'll think that they're never going to pay for what they've done. But the Bible says differently. The Bible says they're going to pay for what they've done. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of time, but it takes us coming back to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. I yield right there.
No sweat. Hey, you could pull up Ephesians 6 and 10.
I got you. I keep it on the same page.
No, I wanted to bring up this scripture because, like, you know, we talking about
Oh yeah, this one.
Oh, you already got it? You want me to get it?
Yes, lock it. Yeah, Ephesians 6 and 10. If you could pull it up.
The water, sir. Now I wanted to bring this scripture up, you know, because we started off talking about, you know, Trump ordering the military to you know, to attack, to go up against the cartel and all of this nonsense, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that the cartel doesn't do drug dealings, but, you know, with all of this ICE and the whole attack on our Latino brothers, and then this walk, this you know, the brother talked about the red dress walk, right? And this scripture right here, as we get close to our King coming back, you know what I'm saying, and giving us the salvation that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians need under this oppressor's foot. This, you know, this scripture is kind of put out there to Israel to, you know, to strengthen you. You know what I'm saying? To give you, to keep you strong. You know what I'm saying? To keep that zeal strong in this truth, and to motivate brothers that's out in the world to come into this truth. It says, finally, Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And in the powers of his might. You know what I'm saying? You know where we get our might from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Right. We trust in him. We follow these laws and statutes and commandments, right? Following these laws and statutes and commandments, they give us morals. They show us what not to do, what to do. They showed us the ramifications of not following him. We get to watch it in the world. That gives us might. That keeps us alive. That keeps our children safe. That keeps us away from harm. That keeps us from dealing with all of this petty nonsense. You know what I'm saying? And eventually to overcome, you know what I'm saying, the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? And it says in verse 11, put on the whole armor of God. You know what I'm saying? When we hear that in a Christian church and they just tell you this, they just tell you it because they just say things, quotes, traditions. They follow whatever their mother and father said. You know what I'm saying? They don't know why they saying it. You know what I'm saying? They don't know even what the armor of God is because they don't follow the laws and the commandments. They don't have what is the armor? Not to cuss, do what your mother say. That's the whole armor to them. But to us, the whole armor of God is the laws. You know what I'm saying? When you get into the school of ISUPK under Commander General Yohana and you learn these laws, you learn that there's an armor. You know what I'm saying? That's an armor that is brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? That protects you from certain things, that gets you, that awares you, that warns you. You know what I'm saying? Of a lot of other things. You know what I'm saying? It prepares you. You know what I mean? That's the armor. You know what I'm saying? That ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Now the wiles that word means devious. You know what I'm saying? The deviousness of the devil. You know who the devil is. The devil is the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? The conquistador, the white man. You know what I'm saying? This devious, the wiles of the devil, the devious, crafty, strategic things that he do. You know what I'm saying? Try to say that the cartel is moving fentanyl into America and crack and heroin, so we need to go get them. The devious plans to try to get you to go against the Latino brothers. You know what I'm saying? The devious plans for them to go in their land, take over, colonize, destroy, pillage, and do all of the evil things that they done to Blacks and Hispanics in America, over in Mexico, over in these other countries. You know what I'm saying? And I just want you to, you know, this is something that a scripture that should strengthen us that should give us strength. And if your zeal was going down, it should be a boost for your zeal. You know what I'm saying? While we watching all of this stuff happen. We read about it in the scriptures. He's telling us it's going to happen. He's giving us prophecies. And then he's telling us what's going to happen and how we're going to overcome after these prophecies. You know what I'm saying? If we withstand. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to throw that out there. How you?
I'm right. If I may too, and like you said with the armor, if the Christian church armor is come as you are.
Yep.
It ain't to change what you are, it's to come as you are and stay as you are. Because when they dip you in that goddamn water, you still come up the same goddamn way. You ain't put on the armor of God. You put on a red dress. You put on a miniskirt.
Facts.
You put a crack pipe in your mouth. That's your armor. That's what the Christian church teach you. But when you in the ISUPK, you're going to learn to change yourself. You're going to learn to follow the law, statutes, commandments. You're going to learn what the real armor of God is. We ain't going to tell you come as you are and you just going to stay as you are. You ain't getting that here. You got it.
Yeah, or be independent. That's one of their armors too for their women. To be independent and be strong. You know what I mean? And you don't need him. You can do bad all by yourself. That's another armor that they give to our sister.
Right. When have a nation ever built up being independent? One man by himself, one woman by herself. When have you ever built a whole nation? It takes people to come together to build a whole nation.
Facts.
So you can't holler be independent, and then at the same time, your independence ain't getting you no goddamn well because you're by yourself. Facts. And you're looking for other people to help you build something. So you ain't independent. You ain't independent when you punch the time clock. You ain't independent in nothing you do because you always need advice from somebody else. So you're not independent, just self-sufficient by your goddamn self, just doing everything by yourself.
Facts.
You got it.
And Salakia, I'm sorry, Salakia, go ahead, Kara.
No, I just wanted to add. He be saying, I just be wanting to add little stuff. The Christian church ain't independent when they locking the doors, telling you to give them 10,000. You know what I'm saying? That's not them being independent. You know what I mean? I just want to add that too. Yeah,
you too wild. No, and it was actually 20,000. I think that they were trying to get, but and on that independence, you mentioned fentanyl. Not one mentioned, you know what I'm saying, independence. That fentanyl, it was proven that was coming out of China. And America knew it was coming out of China, but they still put it on Mexico because they ain't trying to fight China. And the reason why they ain't is for the same thing that y'all was just talking about, that independence. America know they can't stand on their own. As much as Trump done told his base, it's America first and all this other garbage, they turning on their allies, but they still trying to get Russia to be an ally. They still trying to get on the team with them because they know what that means if they stand alone. They stand alone, they gone. You feel me? They already know what that means. So y'all are absolutely correct. It ain't got nothing to do with independence. It got everything to do with them making us. We are the only people that believe that mess. Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Our women are the only women that say, I don't need no man. You know what I'm saying? We the only people that go against one another and will go to another nation to try to build something. And we don't look to each other to build anything. That's a trick they done pulled on us. You feel me? That's a trick they done pulled on us. But I don't know if y'all want to. Also, Salakia, Aqua, Thaka Yah checked in. Y'all Shema done by your Yabashah, and also Officer Alazar checked in. Yabashah Shabakatah. And I don't know if y'all want to go to move on to the next topic.
Khan, we can, sir. It's 8:43. Stories to get to.
Which one y'all want?
We got that homeless joint in DC with Trump, and we also got Sierra claiming that she an African. You know
the Sierra one out the way. It should be a short one too, because I know the Trump one might be kind of long too.
Well, if you want to knock Sierra out real quick, we can. That's what's up. It shouldn't take too long. I just want to let me cue my little picture up. I want to show for the have her say she claims she African though. But if you want to tell about it, Kara.
Slacky, you got a link to the Sierra stuff, or you just need a picture of it?
It's just a picture up there. It's just a photo.
No sweat. I'll just damn, let me make sure this ain't looking crazy.
What's crazy? I saw that the other day. Like she went over there to what it was, Bantuyu or something goddamn African.
Benign.
Yeah. So where was Russell Wilson? Where was your husband at?
In a red dress in New Orleans.
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
And I think I seen what it was, Ludacris and a couple more people did the same goddamn day.
Yeah, it was. There was a couple of them that did it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that again, I give the backdrop if unless you want to, Officer Karar.
Nah, it's really basic. But the country of Benin is welcoming citizens. Is welcoming citizenship to anybody who anybody that's Black in America that can show that they their ancestry led through the transatlantic slave trade.
All right. And so, like, just to kind of add to that, like Officer Malabar said, there's gonna been a couple of quote unquote entertainers, which is what they do. That's what they do. They'll put a star out in front of you because they know how simple Negroes gonna be. So we'll get a star there put out in front of that's gonna promote that garbage, and we're gonna run behind them. We'll run right to the scammers, and then we get over there and we getting scammed. We're gonna be looking crazy because Africans are not our people. We are not Africans. DNA, ancestral DNA is some trash. Ancestral DNA is trash. Sorry, go ahead, Ottawa.
No, I was about to say, damn right. And next, she a real citizen African. I want to see her next photo being a real African, sucking on goddamn cow butt.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Putting your face in the cow ass. Let me see that.
I said that in her post on they told me up on TikTok. I said she should be. I said something like that. I forget, but I said, yeah, man, she got to prove it. She got some donkey doo-doo or rub it on her face or something.
Yeah, like put it all in her hair. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So mad
put it all in her hair. But look, and then I was also going, you know what I'm saying? Just say, again, when you look up where she went, Benin. When you look up Benin was created in like the 1960s. So how's that your ancestral deed? How's that what your ancestry leads back to? And this shit was created in the 60s. You know what I'm saying? It's a hustle. All that ancestral DNA mess is a hustle. And we the main ones that buy into it because we don't know where we come from and we don't know who we are. Because the pastor done lied, even though your identity is contained in that Bible, you don't know it, and you go into DNA and DNA Ancestry 23andMe. Why? Because the pastor won't tell you to look inside the Bible to see where you come from. You are the Israelites if you Black, Latino, or Native American Indian. You know what I'm saying? And we're not Africans. Africans sold Israelites to the oppressor. You feel me? And when you look at that place, Benin, where she went back to, it was a movie that came out not too long ago called The Woman King. Y'all may have heard it out there in the chat called The Woman King. Well, The Woman King is based off the Dahomey tribe. The Dahomey tribe is who the hell became the Benin, the citizen or country or whatever of Benin later on. And when you look at the history of the Dahomeys were the main ones capturing, unaliving, beheading, drinking the blood of Israelites. They was the main ones selling us. So you done ran right back to the same place we got sold from. You done ran right back to the same one, the slavers that sold us. That's who she done ran back to. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to drop, I just wanted to share this one picture real quick, and then I'll let y'all jump in it real quick. Did it crop up by the one?
There you go.
All right, Most High in Christ. This is a little snapshot of the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. You know what I'm saying? If you in the ISUPK, you done seen this plenty of time. This is part of our mandatory reading, you know what I'm saying, and studying when we come up into the ISUPK. Because the Bible got real definitions and terms, and it got real information in the Bible. It's the most historical, accurate book on the planet, right? So the Bible is talking about Ham. Let's read who Ham is. This is the definition of Ham inside the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. The youngest son of Noah. Everybody heard about Noah before. Everybody, all customs or whatever or cultures talk about the great flood. Everybody talk about the great flood. It says the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. Noah and his wife, his 3 sons and their wife. Those were the only people to live through the flood, right? He became the progenitor of the dark races. Progenitor is like the father of the first of the dark races, not the Negroes. I can't say that enough. That's why I'm glad it popped up as big as it did. The progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. So if you black, he's not your father. Not no damn African, but the Egyptians, Africans, the Ethiopians, more Africans, the Libyans, Africans, and Canaanites, some more damn Africans. We are not Africans. We've never been African. African is a lie that they told us so that we would never know where we came from. Africa got over 55 doggone countries in it. 55 United States all put onto one continent, and you think that's that, and because you come from that region of the planet, of the world, that hemisphere of the world, that's where you from. That makes no sense. If that's the case, everybody's a damn African. The white folks too, because everybody come from that region of the earth. Everybody do. Wasn't nobody over here in America until our people, Gad, the Native American Indians, Reuben, them the ones that came over here first. Wasn't nobody else over here. Everybody originated from on that side. So that whole lie about us being Africans needs to stop. She is a fool. That's why the Bible talked about the wise. The Bible says, I'm gonna make the foolish, the wise, the wise among you foolish. You would think somebody with a career as lucrative of us showing a dog on my eye, you know what I'm saying, will have more sense than that. But you don't. We're not no African. I just wanted to show that. I yield right there.
Damn right. And if I may, like you say, progenitor of the dark races. Y'all don't say nothing about the goddamn East Indians that's dark as hell, or the goddamn Arabs. And say Ham was progenitor of them. Y'all don't get mad about that. We all dark. We all the same. Y'all don't get mad about that shit. But you get mad when we say we not Africans. You ain't fighting for the East Indians. You ain't fighting for the Arabs. But you fighting to be a goddamn Ethiopian, Egyptian, Liberian, a Canaanite. You fight for that. That's why niggas are confused and destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Facts.
Like, you don't even want to be God's special people. You won't be a goddamn Hamite. You want to talk about, oh, Africa great, Africa this, Africa that. Ain't no Africans over here marching for you. Ain't no Africans on the front line for you. Only you ignorant Negroes that think you African doing all the marching. They don't give a damn about you. They got their own communities. They got their own goddamn country. Every goddamn thing. You niggas ain't got nothing. You niggas stuck in America wearing red dresses. That's what y'all doing. You got it.
Khan, I want to send you this picture of the map of the Gold Coast. I think I got it right here. We had to zoom in. While I'm sending it though, I wanted to say, officer, both of the officers are absolutely right. When you look up the history of Benin, they changed their name in 1960 from the Dahomey tribe to the country of Benin, right? And before that, we watched that movie with Viola Davis, right? And that's like empowering all the women to look. You can be in the military. You can do what a man does. You could be just as strong as him. You could be a warrior. That Amazon, warrior, Amazon woman type thing. Amazon woman is like a militarized, legendary fighting woman. You know what I'm saying? And Sierra fits like her personality and her characteristic that she's doing now from following after the oppressor. It fits this. This goes with, her whole characteristics that she played, like the empowered woman, I'm strong and all that. And it's just a play, you know what I'm saying? Really, it feel like it's just a play for I'm going to get somebody famous to say they're from here, right? So I can get, our brothers from Israel, our Israelite brothers, you know what I'm saying, that's out in the world that has money to try that's so blackety black to go and claim this so they can keep getting the money. Like he absolutely had every African that we know of that's in DC, that's in Laurel, that's all around here, that's near Baltimore, in Baltimore. They are scammers. You know what I'm saying? Who you think putting all of those, working with 7-Eleven, putting those little card swiper things on there? That's Africans. You know what I'm saying? I lived in Laurel. You know what I mean? I used to be around them. That's what they do. They scam with the credit cards. They scam with anything they can find. But when you read up about this military tribe, the Dahomey tribe, They didn't. The only reason they had women warriors is because it wasn't a good military tribe. All of the men were dying off. Their military was being destroyed. You know what I'm saying? And they needed people in their military. So they had to make women fight in this military. It wasn't that this military was just built of women and they were good fighters like this Woman King movie display. No, they needed fighters because all of the men were dying. You know what I'm saying? And when you read about them, they weren't, for her to say that, to prove her ancestry is from the country of Benai. We all know that slaves in school, that the Africans enslaved Africans, which the brother just shows you Africans did not enslave Africans. When you read up about the Dahomey tribe, they enslaved the neighbor country. You know what I'm saying? That it says they didn't take other Dahomey tribes into slavery, and if they did, which would mean, Sierra can say she's from that tribe and that her ancestry was from that tribe and they enslaved them. No, in the history, they didn't enslave their own. They enslaved a neighbor tribe. You know what I'm saying? That they didn't say. So this proves that Sierra she's following after the oppressor and his stupidity, and it's not adding up. You're not from there because they never sold themselves into slavery. They sold another neighbor tribe into slavery. They are scamming you, Sierra. Just how they scam in DC, they scam in Baltimore, they scam in wherever they at. They're scamming you. And for Israel, don't fall into this. Go ahead, sir.
No, I said damn right, and she knows she full of shit. Because why you ain't get with Akon? Akon is supposed to be building what the new Wakanda, Akon City and all. Y'all niggas all Africans. Why y'all ain't all get together and help him build a goddamn city? That means y'all don't like each other. Y'all got a hatred towards each other too. Like, where are you dumbass celebrities? Y'all ain't get with Akon. What he trying to build Akon City or something? An African city. That's because you Negroes know y'all ain't African. You niggas out here trying to confuse everybody. Because, come back over here. Because if you've been through slavery, you can come here. They trying to get rich off you and make money off you. Like the officer said, goddamn scammers. They want to use our people as the face to get them rich. And you ignorant Negroes fall for it. You ain't no goddamn part of what it is, what the city controller come to. What you said again? Bantuia?
Benin.
Yeah, she know goddamn well she ain't about to live over there. And Russell Wilson over here playing football in the United States, getting rich. Right. She knows she ain't moving over there.
Like,
he should have got on her ass. You ain't no goddamn Bantui. I mean, whatever it was. You ain't. We ain't about to move over there. I'm making all this goddamn money over here in goddamn NFL. You talk about you going. Know what? Go your ass over there and see what happens. You got it.
Nah, man, that's absolutely right, sir. I mean, and the Woman King, for them to do it, if the Woman King was so great and so powerful, that they were supposed to be trading slaves for guns, and that's how they power came more, because now they were the big tribe that had the most guns, and they also conquer a nearing African tribe, which got them the trading port before this. And then they were trading with America for guns, which made them strong because they had guns. And if they so strong and such warriors, the French went in there and destroyed them. You let the French do it. I don't respect the French. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So if you get beat by the French, nigga, you is not no warriors, man. But that was it. That's all I had to say on that. So,
and Salakia, you know what I'm saying? It's just like both of y'all said, you know, they just want them American dollars. A lot of them African places are struggling over there since we left. You feel me? And they again, everybody is gearing up for World War III. They got war and unrest over there already in certain parts of Africa. It's full-fledged war going on right now. They trying to get them American dollars from your dumb behind inside and over there. That's all it's about. That's all it's about. You know what I'm saying? I yield right there.
with that leader. What's the leader name?
Teray. Talking about Teray, the Teray dude.
Yeah, Terrell. Yeah. You know, he say things like, yeah, now all of a sudden you hear Africans saying stuff like black people. He say that a lot. Every time I hear him speaking about something in a speech or anything, and he referring to his people, he don't say African or his country or whatever his tribe is. He says black people now. That's something that I never heard from Africans before said. You know what I mean? Facts. That black people need to come together and all of this. Man, they trying to get us in over there and whatever bull crap they got going on. You know what I'm saying? Because really they trying to unalive them. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they trying to regain their power back. And they need black people to come over there and give their money and fight in their military. And you know, they watched America. They seen what black people and Hispanics did over here and how much they made America great. Now they want black people and to come over there and make their country great.
Facts.
Damn right. And when you go over there and go missing, just know they was hungry. They was hungry and thirsty, and you went missing. That's what happened.
Now you know.
All right, well, we had one more. Did we want to go into the last one, or what y'all want to do?
We can't say I want to. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
All right, man. Let's do it. Did you you got a clip on that one, or did you need something for that other one?
Nah, it's a I don't know. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, is that it? See, I don't know. It's always hard to tell. I know it's just a news article. If you got a clip or something, you can send it.
Well, what I got is I got a news article as well. But I can go ahead and give it to you.
Yeah. Let's see which one you got. This one I got is kind of like one of them ones you gotta like, I don't know, kind of make you sift through a bunch of like weird clicks and stuff. Right?
So like, can y'all still hear me?
Yeah, we hear you out.
Hear you now. Hold up. Yeah, let's go with this. All right, so this is just the executive order. Again, where he This is talking about it. Now, this is the one he did on the July 24th. But this past Sunday, I guess he said, this past Saturday, he was like he wanted to kick pretty much all the homeless out of DC. You feel me? He said he want to kick all the homeless out of DC, make the Capitol beautiful again. He did this part first. The oppressor always does stuff in stages. You know what I'm saying? You gotta they're crafty. They always do shit in stages. You know what I'm saying? So on July last month, it said that this is the executive order that he came out. It said that Trump came out with an executive order. It's called the National Homeless Law Center Studies strongly condemns the executive order that he did. This executive order is rooted in outdated racist myths about homeless. What he said he was going to do is pretty much round everybody up and put them in these centers, right? He's going to round them all up and put them inside of these centers. I'm trying to get, this is more of an opinion about it. I wanted to get the actual, go ahead.
While you finding it, can I say something? He said he was going to round them up and put them in these centers, but he did say something else too, that at the bottom. He said, we're going to find them a place to go, and then the criminals, we're going to put them in prison. He threw that in there to let you know. You already know his game plan. You know what I'm saying? He already did the same thing with our Latino brothers. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, the sinners are going to be prisons. Somehow, some way, all of the poor people that live in Washington, D.C. will be criminals, will have done some heinous crime where they need to go to prison. And before, he spoke about this, and he said he was going to send the poor people, he was going to put them in prison. Before, he said this a while ago. I'm going to find it. He said that he was going to grab the poor, that being out on the street was a crime.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So him saying this now, we already know what he's going to do. He's going to take all the poor people and put them in prison.
Facts. That was part of the original plan. That commentary that the first one I put up, that's what they were talking about. Because again, he had already came out and said it was actually a statement he was making. He was talking about quote unquote illegals. And then he was saying, yeah, next is going to be we got criminals in America too. He said we got some criminals in America too, because he was talking about the prison in El Salvador and he was talking about Alligator Alcatraz. He said, so yeah, we got some more people that we was gonna send there. You know what I'm saying? Because I did a TikTok on it just to, you know what I'm saying, wake up some of these old FBA black folk. You don't realize that he's talking about you as well. But this is what he said the other day on, well, actually today, he was like, they're gonna crack down hard on Washington, DC, on the homeless, and quickly jailing criminals who roam the streets. So it's gonna be illegal for you to be out on the street vagrant. You know what I'm saying? This is what they're getting ready to do. I'm going to make our capital safer and more beautiful than it was before. We want our capital back, like somebody actually took the damn capital. As a matter of fact, the only people I knew that took it was them riders on January 6th, and he pardoned all of them. But now they want the capital back. It says the homeless have to move out. They have to move out. Like, you got the money to move out. You're already homeless. Where the hell are you gonna get this money to move from? Immediately, or we will give you places to stay, but far from the capital. So just like Officer Carra was saying, they're getting ready to lock folks up for being homeless. Matter of fact, they've already started that. And this was across the country, not in just DC, before July, where they made it illegal for you to be homeless. Matter of fact, I don't want, if I stop this one, right? Let me stop this one. And I'm going to share another screen to show you how it is illegal for you to be homeless now. We try to, we get out here, we teach all the time and be trying to tell people this stuff. They look at us like we crazy. All right. So the key aspect, they in 2025, the new law that was passed, it pretty much criminalized you being homeless. So it was the camping bans at first, so all the different tents and stuff that you see. And I don't know if you've ever rode through DC. I know y'all know. You ever go through DC? DC have like whole sections where it's nothing but just tents. There's so many homeless in DC, and which is in a lot of our cities, right? So now it's illegal for you to have those tents. So now they're just riding up, snatching the people, the little homes they do get, and riding up, they snatching those up. So it says, man, they're doing this all over the country. This is not just DC. Many cities are implementing or expanding bans on sleeping or camping in public spaces, often occupied by fines or jail time. So this goes back to what Officer Carra was saying. Now, if you're already homeless and you don't have anything, now you're going to lock me up and give me fines. You know I can't pay the fine, which means I stay in there, which means now it's going to be illegal. Now you can send me to one of these damn detention/concentration camps that y'all got popping up all over the place. Now you can send me there. You know what I'm saying? It says these bans are being enforced, leading to the displacement of homeless individuals in encampment. It talks about it being involuntary commitment. So now they can say that you got any kind of mental issues, which a lot of our homeless brothers and sisters do. A lot of them suffer from mental illness, right? And what happens? So now they're gonna be able to commit you, not no family member, not you. No, it's gonna be involuntary commitment. You feel me? And again, it just talks about this being a punishment for being poor. And again, just how they're about to straight taxes, right? So I'm let y'all comment on that, but then I wanted to do a little math, little exercise. You know what I'm saying? For the ones that watch and might think, well, okay, it's a good thing, right? You might think that it's a good thing. The minimum wage, y'all know what the minimum wage is in DC? And shout out Princess Zara Ma, y'all know what the minimum wage is in DC?
No, what is it?
The DC got one of the highest minimum wages in the country. They just raised it from $17.50 to $17.95, right? They just raised it to 17. Salaka, go ahead.
Hot damn, $17.50 to $17.95. Look at God.
And again, that's the highest in the country. And for a long time, it's been a big fight about the minimum wage or whatever, right? Them not wanting to raise it. I'm finna show you how cruel that number is. We're gonna do a little math to show you just how cruel. I wrote some stuff down before class started, right? You know what I'm saying? Just to show you how cruel that number is. For anybody that's watching, anytime you want to try to figure out like an annual salary, let's say you're getting paid $10 an hour. You're getting paid $10 an hour. That's gonna roughly break down on a 40-hour job, 40 hours a week or whatever, roughly to about $20,000 a year. You can just double that number and pretty much get what your annual gonna be, right? That ain't overtime and all that, but it just give you a general figure. So that $17.95 is gonna be about $36,000 a year. That's just rounding it up to $18 an hour, right? $36,000 a year. The average rent in DC is $2,300 for a 1 bedroom. For a 2 bedroom, it's like $3,200. For a 3-bedroom, it's like $38,000, right? So that 1 bedroom, right? That 1 bedroom will cost you $28,000 a year. Now I just said that the average minimum wage is 36. That'll leave you with what, $8,000, right, out of one?
Oh yeah.
Bet. Now we ain't talking about gas, we ain't talking about electric, we ain't talking about water, we ain't talking about food or none of that. So I did a little bit more. So that leave us with $8,000 to play with. This for the 1 bedroom. So if you got more than one person or 2 people, you know what I'm saying, y'all got kids, that's a whole different number. We're gonna do the kids in a hot second. Let's do this part first, right? So $36 for $18 hour, right? $28,000, you know what I'm saying, for a 1 bedroom apartment in DC. That's your average. That leaves you $8,000. I ain't say nothing about taxes. The average taxes in DC is about 6%. So that means at the end of the year, you're gonna pay about $2,000. You know what I'm saying? About $2,100. And I'm being conservative, right? $2,100 for the taxes that you got to pay. Average water bill, about $80 a month, right? That's another $1,000 that you got to pay for the year. Your average electric bill in DC, about $110. That's about $1,300 that you got to pay. Food cost, the average food cost is actually about $5 something. I said $400 because I was trying to make the number work. So I said $400 out of one. That'll put it at about $4,800. Just that right there come up to 9 stacks. That right there come up to $9,240. We already $1,240 in the hole.
You ain't make it.
We ain't make it. And look, this is the crazy part. I didn't say nothing about no car. I ain't say nothing about no gas to put in that car. If you can't afford no car, which you obviously can't, right? I didn't say nothing about public transportation that you're gonna have to pay to get back and forth. And you know what else I didn't say out of one? What do you hear this number here? What if you got kids? If you got kids, well, first off, y'all got to stay in that 1 bedroom. Do you know what the average cost of daycare is in DC? The average cost?
Let's hear it.
$24,000. That's the average cost. So now we $30-some thousand in the hole.
Oh yeah.
But it's gonna be illegal to be homeless.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, man. This is the oppressor. This is the oppressor. You tell me how you supposed to live off that. Go ahead, Adam. Go ahead, Adam.
Well, you can't even factor in the daycare because all of the benefits that come from that. Like, well, Salaki, never mind. I apologize. Go ahead.
Nah, you too well. But I just wanted to show you again just how cruel these people are that we're underneath. We're impoverished because it's a greedy bastard that steals everything. That's why we're impoverished. That's why we're in poverty. I just went over these numbers and you see why so many homeless in DC. And DC gets the highest. DC, I remember I started out saying they got the highest minimum wage in the country. So you imagine what other people are going in other areas of the country. This is not no accident. We live the way we live. This is on purpose. This is by design.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to show that out of one. I don't know what else y'all want to add to that. You know what I'm saying? We went over they the cause of all mischief. You know what I'm saying? We went over our law is perfect as well because we don't have this in our law. The wrong people are in charge of the earth. We don't have this in our law. This is not the law of the Bible. That whole if you don't work, you don't eat. That's the stuff these devils done came up with. They didn't get that from our law in the Bible. Our law in the Bible don't say that.
Right.
You feel me? What you have on that, Kara? For Officer Asha Salaki?
Nah, I mean, shit. It's typical Donald Trump. Beat up on the little guys.
Facts.
His people
in America in general, America lives off the poor. That whole new tax bill that the sister Thara Powell was talking about earlier, you know what I'm saying, with Social Security and Medicare and all that, that bill gives all the money that they done took, $1 trillion. Matter of fact, it's damn near, it started at $4 trillion. A lot of people say it's going to end up to be about $20 trillion they giving to already the billionaires. The people that don't need it. So you think about it, if you're a billionaire, right? Out of one, if you're a billionaire, now you're going to get like an extra $160,000. What's that to you if you're a billionaire out of one?
Yeah, ain't nothing.
But it's a whole lot to it. But that 10, 13, 15,000 you taking from people that's already poor to give them that 100,000, that's a lot to them if you ain't got it. Yeah, you might even be able to pay, you know what I'm saying? You can pay half your daycare bill. You feel me? You pay half your daycare for your kid.
All I wanted to add to that is, you know, when you read the scriptures of Proverbs 19 and 17, right? It says, "He that hath pity upon the poor lendeth upon the Lord." You know what I'm saying? Like having pity upon the poor, and you know, and understanding, you know, that, you know, we are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are in hell. This is how we should be. You know what I'm saying? We should have pity upon the poor. That's why Commanding General Yohana, you know, has these food drives, has these clothing drives.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying he understands the hell that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are currently in. Hell is not a place that you go to after you die, or after you pass away. Hell is right now for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Trump and the oppressor are in their heaven.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And they are furthering building their heaven in DC and furthering making hell for the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that are poor in DC. But the Most High said that, again, Proverbs 19 and 17, "He that hath pity upon the poor lendeth the Lord." You know what I'm saying? And that which he have given will he pay him again. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is going to return, you know what I'm saying, something for what you've done for the poor. You know what I'm saying? How you have pity upon the poor. You know what I mean? He's going to return it, that he's going to return the favor that you have pity, but that you have pity upon the poor. So what we need to do as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you know what I'm saying, is we need to get behind Commanding General Yohana. Every time he posts a flyer about these food drives, about these clothing drives, we need to have pity upon the poor. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and we need to call your local school near you and see what you can do. You know what I'm saying? How you could provide, how you can help, how you could serve. You know what I'm saying? This oppressor has no pity upon the poor. He's rich and he only cares about the rich.
Facts.
That was it, sir. I like my plan.
Hey, I just wanted to it's two scriptures I want to go before we get up out of here. You right on it with what you said, Officer Karai. Again, we have been taught in this kingdom to be selfish. The Christian church teaches you to be selfish. What God got for me is for me, and that's not our culture, and that's not inside of this Bible. The Bible says what God got for you, you're supposed to share amongst your brothers and your sisters. We got a law in the Bible called gleaning. If you had a field and an orchard, land, and it fell off that tree and hit that ground, that don't even belong to you no more. That's why we were told 10% supposed to go back to the priest, so we wouldn't develop into a selfish nation like this doggone oppressor has made us to be. Luke 3:11 says, "He answereth and saith unto him, He that have two coats, you got two coats, let him impart to him that have none. And he that have meat, let him do likewise." If the Lord gave you that excess to take care of your people. Sierra done ran and took her ass over to Africa to give that money back to Africans who don't need it when she's supposed to be right here taking care of her people. That money that the Lord done allowed them to make here, that's supposed to go to her people here. But we've learned to be selfish and not take care of one another following this Christian church. I just got one more out of one, and we can go ahead and cancel and get on up out of here if y'all ready. Last one I wanted to share was Deuteronomy chapter 15 and 7. Deuteronomy chapter 15 and 7. And y'all make sure, you know what I'm saying, y'all writing these precepts down for when you hear these pastors tell you that you ain't supposed to give to the poor. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to help your brother. And it's all about you. All about me. That's the white man's culture. That's not our culture. Deuteronomy 15 and 7 says, "If there be among you a poor man of one of thy brethren within any of thy gates in thy land, which the Most High giveth to thee," and that's very important. That's a heavy, it says one of your folks. Sierra done ran over to Africa to get at them. Oprah, she built schools in Africa at one point in time. Everybody want to help the Africans. Don't nobody want to help these niggas that's right there next door to them. We cheering and applauding them, kicking out our Latino brothers and sisters. We don't want to help them, but we don't mind helping somebody else. You feel me? And the Bible's telling it, the Lord never told us to do that. It says, "If there be among you a poor man of one of thy brethren within any of thy gates, in thy land which the Most High thy giveth you, thou shalt not harden thine heart, nor shut thine hand from thy poor brother." The law is perfect, like we started out saying before in Psalms 19 and 7. You feel me? This law was perfect, and if we follow this law, we're going to know to take care of one another, like the Lord wants us to take care of one another. We are selfish and we hate one another because we follow the oppressor and we follow his religions and his customs and his ideology. This is why everybody's able to move into our neighborhoods and eat off us. This is why we look at each other with disdain, and there's so much violence in our own neighborhood. This is why we sell drugs to one another. This is why we hate it. This is why we unalive 750,000 women, children between Black and Latino women every year. Why? Because we have not adopted the law and the wisdom that comes from this Bible. You know what I'm saying? I yield right there at the water out of one.
Oh, sure. Listen, Trump's a bastard. The oppressor's the devil. The Bible speaks of. You understand?
What's up, Christ? What's up, Christ?
We got to gather together, man. We the undesired. Again, Christ will be back soon.
Facts.
We'll see who has the last laugh.
Facts. Damn right. Damn right. Well, look, if we getting ready to get on up out of here, you know what I'm saying? The water, you know what I'm saying? For the show tonight, the water for everybody that joined us in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that chimed in and participated. You know what I'm saying? You can follow ISUPK Virginia if you're in the Virginia area. You can call 757-550-1204. 75755. I thought he had dropped out of what? 757-550-1204. If you're in the Virginia area, you can always Google ISUPK near me, no matter where you at, and find a school local to you. You know what I'm saying? Again, and come learn the truth, man. We are the nation that's undesired, like Officer Ashad Allah said. Time is running up. The Lord is allowing Trump to go wild. Why? Because he's getting ready to wrap this thing up, man. It's supposed to wake you up. It's supposed to wake you up the way you at and who your enemy really is, and it's not your brother. I yield right there at the water. Y'all watching the
Shit. Quara, you got anything to say? That was it.
No, that was it, sir.
That was it. All right. So I'll see y'all shark down. Hey, pay your tithes.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do. Everyone. They need food, housing, clothing. They need counseling. They need understanding of what's happened to them. They need an identity. They need to know the truth about the Lord. They need to be woke up to who the devil is. That's right. White man. That's what the hell they need. And you add that to black people, Latinos, and they in you, brother, then you're going to be able to do something. The whole reason I mean again, saying these things to you, because these things are supposed to show you and give you hope. It's supposed to make you say to yourself, you know what, we got a kingdom coming. You know what, the Lord's judgment is coming.